friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a mask with me. I've done a number of these on my channel. If you've not seen it before, the idea is similar to a get ready with me, but basically I'm going to put on a mask. It's going to be a 10-minute mask. I'm using this Nip and Fab Glycolic Instant Fix mask because I feel like my skin could use a little bit of extra glycolic acid action. I will keep track of the 10 minutes for us. I will put on some relaxing music. I will talk about stuff that has nothing at all to do with beauty or skincare, just kind of chatting so that you can also use a 10-minute mask that you have and we can all get feeling a little bit more relaxed and like we've taken care of our skin a bit together. So I'm going to put this on. This is not a review of this mask. I will link to the review of this mask down below. So let's get our masks on, pause the video, and then we'll come back and spend our 10 minutes together. Minutes is on the clock, and yeah, let's chat for a little bit. I wasn't expecting to be doing a mask with me video for this Friday. I guess this has ended up being an entire week of masks on my channel in some way, which I wasn't intending for it to be. I was meaning for today's review to be a foundation review. I'm gonna end up doing that next week because I need to test the foundation a little longer, and I was expecting to be able to test it in the next coming days. I'm filming this earlier in the week, but I won't really get a chance to, and let me explain why. It's all good. It's a change for me. So some of you, if you have been watching my channel for a while, will know that since September 2018, I have been a full-time student. And so this year when the fall rolled around and we got to the end of August and it's September, I finished off my year of classes I was doing. And then I have been, well, I've also been moving, but I've been doing some job searching. Through a number of different events that came up and connections and whatnot, I am starting a contract position for a number of weeks. And the day that I'm filming this, I am starting it tomorrow, and I just found out today that I'm starting it tomorrow. It's a pretty short-term kind of few weeks thing. So if things get a little spotty on my channel over the next couple of weeks, that may just be because I am busy, and that kind of busy when you are starting somewhere new, which is always a little, is intimidating the right word? I feel like it's it's always getting to know new people, getting to know a new place. It somehow feels maybe a little, well, I think there's a couple of reasons it's feeling a little intimidating. First of all, because it is a short-term thing, I sort of feel like I need to go in and hit the ground running because I need to be filling in. So oftentimes I find with jobs, you sort of ramp up in the first couple of weeks because you're getting to know people, you're getting to know the job, you're sort of getting acclimated to it, whereas this is coming in and getting started right away. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a really good experience for me because it is actual experience in what I want to be doing, so that is great. The other thing is that I have been not going to a 9-to-5 job for the last over a year. And that's been the longest time that has happened to me since I started working 14 years ago, 15 years ago, something in there, 15 years ago. So it's also just going to be sort of getting acclimated back to that routine. One of the things that I've found, and I think I'll also talk a little bit about what I've been doing over the last year as a student and sort of working from home. The courses I was doing were distance education courses. I had to actually do the final exams in person, but the courses themselves were online. So I was really managing my own time. And even with the lectures, you could watch the lectures live, and that's what I tried to do. However, there was always the option of watching them recorded, so you could really manage your own time. And maybe this will be good advice for other people who work from home. I mean, this YouTube thing is my hobby, which has delightfully allowed me to also get a little bit of a supplemental income each month. We're talking in, very supplemental. In order to even make a living covering just my basic expenses doing this, I would need my channel to be not a word of a lie, 10 times larger than it is now. So the YouTube thing is really a hobby, and it just kind of gives me a little bit of funds, which is helpful. But for people who do social media stuff or work from home full time, basically, I have treated the last year like I have a 9-to-5 job. I've tried to do all the work as much as possible during the week, even though, of course, with school, there's a lot to do, so stuff spills over into the weekends. But as it was, my partner also works from home, but we just kept treating it like we each had our own jobs to go to. And I mean, he does have his own job to go to, mine was school. But I would still wake up every morning, weekdays, and usually weekends as well, at 6 a.m., have my morning coffee, and then by 8:30, I was at home doing my work, planning what my day was going to be like so that I could work from 8:30 until 6. I would usually take an hour-long break in there for lunch, and truth be told, I mean, sometimes that plan for the day would be, walk to a coffee shop and go and work there. So that walking was, part of that 9 hours of work time I had in there. And then as much as possible, when 6 o'clock hit, it would be time for dinner, preparing dinner, and then the evenings would be to myself. I, as much as possible, tried to make working from home and studying like a 9-to-5 job, because it just gave me that kind of structure in my life. And I was talking to somebody actually at one of my Weight Watchers meetings about how I was going to be starting this new job, and that was going to be new for me. And some people said, oh, you'll find it's even easier. And I think they meant because of the structure of it, but I have built so much structure around what I do, even though I'm managing my own time, I don't know that it'll be that much of a difference. I really do find if you are, people have different schedules and that's fine, but if you wake up consistently early, you just feel like you have the entire day and you're not wasting your time. I know there are some folks who sleep in until 10 and get up and then work late, but I also find that if you're on the same schedule as your friends, you're much more likely to be like, oh, let's go, get an after work beer on a patio somewhere, and your work ends at the same time as their work, and it's not like, well, I only really started working at noon, so I feel like I need to do more hours of work into the evening. I'm not up late. Another thing, I don't think I could do this with studying anyway, but for me, I can't have music. Coffee shops are fine if there's enough background noise that it kind of becomes white noise, but I don't work with the radio, although I know some people can if it's music, and that's fine. But I never have the TV on, I never have videos playing, I never have anything else. I'm just 100% focused on whatever it is that I am doing or studying or working on at that moment. Even editing YouTube videos, which you guys have seen my videos, there's not a huge amount of editing involved in them. When I am doing that, it is 100% of my attention that's on that. I never try to do it while I am also listening to a podcast or watching TV. So if you ever end up at a point like I do, where you are working from home or managing your own schedule or running your own business or something like that, those are kind of my tips. I also find another point about sort of sleeping in, but not sleeping in, but also getting out and doing things, is you want to be awake when there's sunshine, especially when we get to sort of the later part of the year. Not having your body and your eyes see sunlight can really throw off your internal clock, and also can make it harder to be struggling with seasonal depression, that sort of thing. So as much as possible, I get out for a walk every day when the sun is out. And yeah, I make sure that I'm awake for all the hours that the sun is up. I have to say right now in Canada, and the time change hasn't happened yet, the sun's not up until almost 8 a.m. and now it's a gray day today, but it goes down early as well. So we're getting into that time of year when you get to work in the morning and it's dark, and you leave work in the evening and it's dark, and it's just dark from 4:30 p.m. onwards. So try to get out and see sunshine as much as you can. I don't know how this kind of morphed into a advice video, but it seems like it did. So yeah, for myself, I have nervous excitement about going into the new job. I also am going to have to sort of re-establish my work wardrobe. I'm going to first get a better idea of what the job attire dress code is like where I'm going. I do have a couple of options, but some of you guys know I've lost a bunch of weight in the last year, and a lot of my clothes right now look like I'm wearing somebody else's clothes, so I do need to get some more dress pants and jackets and that kind of thing. But once again, I want to understand, not be too formal or too casual for what it is that I am doing. So I'm going to at least hold off till the weekend and then probably buy a couple of pieces that I can mix in with my wardrobe over the coming weeks. Yeah. It's nice. I mean, getting some experience is really great. Getting a little bit of income coming in will be really good. I'm looking forward to the first couple days of sort of getting to know what it is that I'm doing. Yeah, so wish me luck, you guys. I'm excited. Nervous excitement, that's what I'm gonna say. And as I mentioned, I think I'll get the foundation video I was planning up next week. I just don't want to be testing makeup on my first few days at a new place in case it is terribly awful. I would like to make a good first impression and not have like foundation melting off my face or becoming a big grease ball or whatever it might be. Yeah, so we have now hit our 10 minutes. So that's it, you guys. As I said, wish me luck. I am nervous and excited, but I still want to get a video to you guys, and I like telling you guys what's up in my life, so I thought this would be a chance to do it. So I'm gonna go wash my mask off. You do the same with your 10-minute mask. Thank you so much, you guys. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, because a lot of people who watch my videos are not subscribers, please consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing all of you in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.